Hey guys, this is YouTuber Elysium Magna, and I'm going to show you guys here today how to get 250k XP in magic or defense training. This is a great way to get your levels up. It'll probably take you a couple days if you really play a lot to get your 99. It is very cost efficient. Before we get down into where and what, I'm going to tell you of the couple things that you're going to need to do first. Now, as you can see here, my Ice Titan is dancing around me, but we have here hard one. As you can see, I'm in Varrock near the GE. This is the Varrock Castle. Now, in order to go to this place, you need to have done a couple things. You first need to do the quest Defender of Varrock, which is a very tedious quest. It's very long. I don't like quests, so this one was entirely long for me. But the rewards of them are extremely great. So once you have done this quest, you're gonna have met this fellow here, Hardware. Now this guy is always gonna show you the way. As you can see here, he's gonna show you always the way to the Chaos Temple dungeon, which is located in the wilderness. Now, you don't have to worry about it. There's no players here, since it's like a NPC location shown to you. Now that you're here, this is what's the great thing about this place. There's a couple things that's great. One, there's not that many players here. Two, there is an altar here which you can always pray. The altar, coming out from this trapdoor also enables you to have the monsters attack you again. Once you go down to the trapdoor in the Chaos Temple dungeon, you're gonna find yourselves here with the armored zombies. I'm just gonna go over here a little because so you can see what I'm doing first. So as you can see here, what I'm wearing is the basic armor. I like to have the Bone Crusher because you massively kill these things and you can kind of gain a prayer level once in a while. I'm wearing just a basic set of armors. I'm not supposed to be wearing this. I forgot my mage boots, but I have a fire cape, infinity hat, the garb, and the gown. I'm wearing the basically the Mancer's gloves. I can't really say that one either. So you can just bring any type of non-degradable equipment mage armor. In terms of spells, you cannot do this unless you have 68 magic and you have ancient magics. You're gonna need to use blood burst. I don't recommend to use ice burst or any other high level mage. I don't recommend you to do blood blitz or the blood rage. It's not necessary. You're gonna spend more money than needed. So you're gonna have to use the level 68 magics, which is the blood burst. Now, there's a couple pros and cons towards this. So this is the best way. I calculated several times, and I always get an average of either 250k, and if I'm really focused, I will get around 300k or more per hour. But you definitely get 250k. Now, going back into the small details, these armored zombies, you're gonna be able to get to them when you finish the quest. There's 3 kinds of zombies: melee, range, and I think it's magic, the other last one. You have more of the melee ones. And there's 2 sections to this cave. This small section here and this bigger one. I always prefer the bigger one on this side since there's way more zombies here to attack. Now, coming back down to more logistical things, one of the things that you're gonna have to do here, which is a con, is you're gonna have to buy the death runes, which kind of costs a lot. But around, probably if you buy from 80 magic, around you probably need around 100,000 death runes to get 99, approximately, probably more, which is the downside flip to this. Now, the second thing that we have to move into here is you cannot do 250k to 300,000 in RS3. You need to do it in Legacy, which is for some people upsetting, but for others it may be great. I personally don't like Legacy. I played for a very long time. I like the RS3 interface, but Legacy is most useful here when training with armored zombies. Reason being is that when we go into the ancient magics, if you're an old RuneScape player, you're gonna understand that the usage of blood bursts and, for example, ice barrage, they're extremely great in Legacy mode because you're actually using the spells itself, not the ability. So with Legacy, you're gonna use just the spells, which is what you need. So you're gonna want to have the blood burst as your main and offhand. You need both of them. Once you have that, and you have this, you're pretty much set to go. So if you go back down to the logistical things, basically you need to do the Defender of Varrock quest, which it's very tedious, like I mentioned. The second thing is you need to have 68 magic and you need to have ancients in order to do this. The third thing is you need to be in legacy mode, and you need to have the bloodburst as your main and offhand weapon. Now, one thing I almost forgot here is the soft amulet E. You're gonna need the soft amulet E because you hit 20% extra damage, which is great. So now going into another pro of this, basically of this guide, is there are practically never any people here. Besides that, you have the altar, which is, you know, using up the ladder and going back to the temple. So it's a great place if you want to, you know, even if you're a low level player and you want to use soul splits, you can definitely do it here with ease, depending on your prayer levels, how long you need to go up into the ladder. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to put this video up in the web is because this is a great AFK training. So looking at my skills here, I have 84 mage, so I'm not that great, but I'm actually close to 96 defense because I've been massively training defense right now. And this place is one of the greatest AFK places you can find. Now, I don't mean that you're gonna be a bot here. It's just technically, usually the waiting time is around 4 minutes, approximately max, or 3 to 4 minutes. You know, you're gonna click a potion here and there, but I would recommend you to bring magic potions. I usually bring a magic flask with me to maximize my hits, but in this place, all you gotta do is just you don't even have to get the monsters around you. I usually tend to go towards the middle here, and using just old RuneScape style legacy mode, you're gonna massively get crazy amount of XP here without really putting so much focus and emphasis. Usually what gets tiring in training is you have to click and click, but here you can just let it roll. I always bring the Ice Titan with me, or you can bring any familiar, because this one is going to do some damage for me as well. Sometimes make things a little bit easier in terms of hitting with them, so I usually like that. In terms of anything else, everything pretty much else I covered, so you should be fine. Remember, you need the Defender of Varrock quest, and you need to have Legacy and 68 mage to do this. And one of the things that sucks about this is that the expensive ruins, but that's one thing, you know. But you will be able to get 99 magic or 99 defense very, very quickly, and the altar itself plus the spell itself will heal you over time, so you practically never need to bring any food. I always like to bring food just in case, you know, but I never ever end up using any of the Saradomin brew, since Bloodburst heals me over time for every damage that I do. So I'm basically training here with free food, prayer, and my availability if I need it, and crazy amount of XP. I'm telling you, you can do 250k AFK like I'm doing right now, or you can start doing around 300k and more if you really concentrate on gathering all the zombies. So you can even reach 350k to 400 depending if you want to use a higher level and you really want to maximize your kit like blood breaks. You can do around 400k if you really focus, but I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, unless you want to do that, but you can do up to 400k an hour here if you maximize all the zombies around you and you really focus. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hope to